application and software run properly. This also includes website design, which is a whole different branch inside of computer programming. One of the major aspects about computer programming is that there are many programming languages that are constantly evolving that you have to learn. The three biggest programming languages are Java, HTML, and CSS, and together they are used in website design. Now I'll hand over to Ashley Jones for the pros and cons of computer programming.
In this career path, there are many pros and cons we're going into. Just like in any other field, you're able to work at home and work on your own schedule depending on the company you're working at and the level of severity your workload is. The amount of time given to complete a project usually depends on how much is asked for from the client. Of course, a project can be very stressful to complete if you're on a tight deadline. Another issue, or this can also be a pro, is that technology is always changing. As technology advances, having to keep up with the new coding languages that are being used and the skills that are needed is essential. Of course, if you're one to dislike having to go back and learn new things constantly, this may not be the field for you. But if you're on the converse of that and you do enjoy learning things constantly, this may be perfect for you. Computer programming also goes into different areas, such as website development, mobile app development, and video game development. You're not just limited to one certain area because computer programming is a very broad field. Also, in this field, most salaries are higher than average, and there are many job opportunities. I'll now hand it over to Ian to talk about daily activities.
At this point, you're probably wondering, what exactly does a computer programmer do daily? Well, some of the most prominent things computer programmers do on a daily basis include writing code for software or websites, testing that code, and then going through and working out the bugs and glitches. One thing that many people may not know about computer programmers is that they will often meet together to discuss their projects and what they're going to do with them in the future. Now we're going to hand it over to Dylan to discuss the topic, companies and states for computer programming.
So technology is used every day in our lives, there's no doubt about it, and computer programming is the backbone of this technology. Because of this, computer programming jobs are constantly being opened, and companies are constantly searching for computer programmers to fill their positions. The top states to move to if you go into computer programming would be Virginia, Maryland, California, and New York. Within these states, there are many prominent companies that are leading in the computer programming field, and they include Google, Facebook, Adobe, and Apple, which all have software that we use on a daily basis.
With all these job opportunities, you must be wondering, how much does a computer programmer actually make? Well, on average in 2015, the average computer programmer made about $79,530. The top 10% made about $130,800, and the bottom 10% made about $44,450. These are higher salaries usually depend on the company you're working at and the state you're working in or from. Getting a pay raise or promotion there isn't an exact way to get it, like a teacher where you have to get a higher degree to get more money. Getting a pay raise usually happens because you move from company to company. Getting a promotion usually depends on the work ethic that you have. If you're just there to get the paycheck, then most likely they're not going to promote you because they want to help build the company.
As a programmer, it's fairly simple to get a promotion, and it doesn't involve going to college for a higher degree. Since there's an abundance of companies that need programmers, they're constantly offering programmers at higher wages than what they currently have. Thus, the programmer can switch from company to company, slowly increasing their wage. In addition to the increase in wage, they may be offered a higher up position in their new company.
Regarding job outlook, from 2014 to 2024, there's an expected 8% decline, meaning 26,500 jobs will be unavailable. Although it is a decline, it is still an estimated amount. As long as technology is around, there will still be a need for computer programmers to code.
There are 5 necessary skills that you need to have as a computer programmer. The first one is you need to be a proficient typer. This means you need to be a fast typer, and you should be accurate with your typing. This means you can get through your code faster, and you will also make less mistakes if you're more accurate. Second is you have to be meticulous with your details. If you make any mistakes, you have to be able to catch them before they can ruin your final product. Third, you have to understand multiple programming languages, because when you put them together, it makes one really good looking product. For example, when you take Java, HTML, and CSS and put them together in like a website, it makes the website look nice and polished and clean. Finally, you have to be a complex problem solver and a critical thinker. This is because you run into many bugs and glitches while you're coding. In order to fix these bugs and glitches, you have to figure out different solutions with new code.
Most jobs require some sort of degree, and computer programming is no different. Most programmers have least a bachelor's degree in computer science. However, there's still a handful of programmers that don't have degrees at all. To prepare to be a computer programmer in high school, you should join any appropriate clubs and take any computer science classes your high school offers.
There are hundreds of colleges to choose from in this country, but we can nail down two excellent colleges to go to, in-state and out-of-state. For in-state, you would want to go to Georgia Tech, and for out-of-state, you would want to go to Stanford University.
If you choose to go to Stanford for this field, you'll most likely go into the computer science major. There's a list of classes an undergrad must take to graduate with a degree in this major. For this major specifically, the classes mainly consist of math, science, and analysis classes.
Similarly, if you go to Georgia Tech for this field, you will go into the computer science major. As an undergraduate in the computer science major, you are required to take 1 semester of computer science and 2 semesters of lab science. It is also highly recommended that you take a semester of physics.
Also for Stanford, there's a major final project that you must complete, whether it be through the class that is offered or individual research, which is supervised by a faculty member with their permission, of course. For Stanford, there's not an exact requirement regarding GPA, ACT scores, and SAT scores, but there are expected values that also will most likely ignore the rest of your application. The average GPA for accepted students was a 4.18 weighted GPA out of a 5.0 scale. The average ACT score was a 33 out of 36, and the average SAT score was a 1520 out of 1600. Although these are expected values, they also look for what you have done to excel above other students and how you do an academic challenge.
For Georgia Tech, there's not a required SAT or ACT score. However, you do have to have at least a 3.3 GPA to apply to the college. The average ACT score for Georgia Tech is a 31. The average GPA score is a 3.95 unweighted, and the average SAT score is a 1445.
Just like any other college, they're looking for a well-rounded student or person. So being in a club or a few clubs for all 4 years of high school is more appealing than having a couple clubs each year.
Now let's talk about everybody's favorite part, the cost. So first, we're going to talk about Stanford, whose total for all 4 years is $296,644. That is a ton of money, but that can be dwindled down by the use of financial aid, which we'll talk about later. So let's break up this cost. For tuition for 1 year, it costs $48,987. Room and board costs a little over $15,000. Meals cost a little less than $5,000. Other living expenses are a little more than $2,500. And books and supplies are a little under $1,500.
Georgia Tech is a much cheaper college, especially if you live in-state. The in-state 4-year total is $121,166. The in-state tuition is $9,812, and out-of-state is $30,006. Room and board is $6,488. Average meal plan is $4,700. Other living expenses are $3,200. And books and supplies usually come out around $800.
Stanford is known for their part in helping shape Silicon Valley into what it is today. For example, Stanford alumni created major companies such as Google and Facebook. The school also has a great history of accomplishments, such as being one of the first low-gender institutions open of its time. It is also known as the breeding ground for innovation and research advancements.
In Georgia Tech's first 50 years, it grew into a widely known technology school. And in the first 30 years, it expanded and added more than 4 majors. It was also the first school in the Deep South to admit Black students without a court order.
An internship in something programming related will look excellent on your job application. Therefore, I suggest you to go to either Google or IBM because they are leading in their internship programs.
Having a degree in computer science at one of the top 10 schools, or even just a regular college or university in the nation, can be very helpful when looking for a job in this field, or it'll also increase your chances of getting a higher starting salary. Some of the degrees in computer programming can also go into website development, mobile app development, and video game development. There's also a multimedia major that's more specific, also, and you can get that with an associate's degree.
After hearing about these amazing schools and what they have to offer, let's go back to the cost. So there are 3 financial aid options that you can consider, but they have their differences. These are the loans, grants, and scholarships. First, let's take a loan. A loan is borrowed money from the bank that you have to pay back through interest. Grants grants come in different types. There's some that are income specific and there's some that are field specific. They're also dependent on certain variables. They're dependent on attendance costs and the financial needs of the family. Finally, there are the scholarships, which are rewards of money for completing a task and applying for them. They can be very hard to get sometimes, but in the end, it is free money towards college, and who doesn't love that?
Regarding financial aid for both colleges, they do not expect you to have to take out a bunch of loans to pay for college. You should be able to pay for college through grants, scholarships, and a part-time job if necessary. The financial aid you can get is based on your parents' total income.
If you plan to get financial aid, you must complete the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA, at www.fafsa.gov. You must complete one each year. This is the first step. After that, you need to take the steps needed for the specific financial aid, such as counseling or free classes. If you want to know more information about the financial help we have covered, you can go to the FAFSA website or your College of Choice's website to find out the specific financial aid options.
As far as loans go, there are many different types with different interest rates. One loan could be direct, unsubsidized, or subsidized